for the Human Services Committee for February 22nd, 2021. We only have one agenda item on the agenda today. It's 17-2-21. Pinecrest Farms Administrator submits request to change the hours of the nursing supervisor's schedule and discussion of salary and benefits for the incoming nurse. So we've got Corey Priest from Pinecrest, and Corey, welcome aboard. I'm Commissioner Eric Dorian. I was on the interview committee that interviewed you. So we have met, but this is what I look like without a face mask on.
Thank you.
So on behalf of the Department of Health and Human Services Board, I'm respectfully requesting permission to make changes to the hours of the nursing supervisor's schedule in order to ensure coverage for all shifts, maintain continuity of care to the residents we serve, and continue to provide quality and cost-effective care for 24/7 care facility. I am requesting to allow a change from the current 1.0 full-time position to a 0.9 FT position, resulting in a current 0.6 PT position to become a 0.7 part-time position. This change is critical to ensure the appropriate nursing care and coverage and maintain the current standard of care. Upon your approval, I have a great candidate at 0.9 LPN position. I would like to hire him at a step 4 rate of pay. The candidate was temporary LPN who wanted to return to Pinecrest when a full-time position became available. So Corey, at this point, I'm going to let you sing for your supper here on this.
Okay, so currently the 1.0 full-time night position, they work every other weekend. And so when it falls on their weekend to work, it's actually been throwing that position into a 6 to 7 day in a row stretch. You just can't find somebody that wants to work that kind of a schedule. If we drop it to the 0.9 at a 72 hours, still full-time, they get the benefits when there's an open shift, if they want to pick up, or if they end up with the nurses only having one LPN on each shift. If we have a nurse call off first thing in the morning, that night shift stays over. Anytime they stay over, that was throwing them into overtime. Having it at the 72-hour position, we might decrease that little bit of overtime, but it makes it a more desirable position. The casual employee that we had was with us for quite a while, left, he needed full-time, and has wanted to come back full-time. And now that we have that position, he would love to accept it.
Okay, at this time, I'll open it up for discussion, questions. Steve, Gay, anything?
So Corey and Suzanne, for the level 4, step 4 rate, could you tell us a little bit more about that? And Corey, I really want to give you kudos for being so creative about the positions. Particularly, this has been a bugaboo at Pinecrest for a while, and this may solve it. There's still going to be further adjustments, it sounds like. Yeah. But it's very complicated and intricate, and it's hard. I barely understand it myself. So I grab it by the horn, and it sounds like you're doing some adjusting to meet the needs of Pinecrest and the needs of employees. So kudos for you. So Suzanne, what would that equate to be then?
With step 4.
The step 4.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Suzanne is on. I don't see you.
Suzanne, you're muted.
Oh, there she is.
Okay, so Quam worked for us for, gosh, probably almost close to 2 years. He was filling in for an employee that we had that was on disability and ended up going off on permanent disability. But he needed a full-time position. We didn't know when this person was going to actually go off on disability, so he left and he went to another facility. And in the meantime, the guy that we hired to replace quit. So he's gone. So Quam found out and he said, "Oh, I'd really like to come back." And this is the rate that we were actually paying him from before. So he really just wants to be paid what he was paid before. So that's why we're offering him that rate. And then also we have another nurse who put in her resignation this morning, and she's a part-timer. And so we're going to have to look for another person to fill that back, so it's not easy to find LPNs or RNs, but nevertheless, Quam knows the facility is a third shift position. It's not easy to find people who want to work third shift.
Right.
And so I think this is a good thing. Plus the 0.9, the extra 8 hours, then Corey can take that and he can actually assign it to somebody else and give them a little bit more time. And still stay below the benefit level.
It all sounds very good to me, and I'm definitely going to support this. I have nothing further. Steve?
Steve?
Yeah, Corey, it's nice to see you for the first time.
Meeting you.
It's certainly, I understand the need and the changes that you've made. I have no further questions. It makes sense to me. I certainly hope that it works out and that you're able to, that this will help you to retain folks out there instead of the turnover rate that you're dealing with at the present time.
Okay. The step 4 is what's the dollar amount on
Yeah.
that?
What dollar amount? Hang on one second.
And is that at the top?
No.
Whatever they don't want to know. It's not the top, right? Okay. Bridget,
Corey, good luck with the LPN position, by the way.
Bridget, just in the interim, I wanted to thank you for that paragraph that you supplied last week with regard to the other 2 positions that we hired beyond the pay rate. That did actually help me. So I appreciate the talking point. Thank you.
So it's
So Suzanne?
53,601 without rounding it up. That's what we would be offering him. And do you want the beginning salary for that job too, or just that one?
You can give me the start on that.
Okay. Start would be 46,571.
Okay. Alrighty. And there's another step beyond this?
Yes,
Obviously,
so the top is 7.
all 7
So
steps,
he'd have
right?
3
Yeah.
more steps.
They're all 7 steps.
Okay.
Yeah. Geez, I should know that.
Good.
All right. At this point, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I would make that motion.
Hearing
I'll
one,
support
do I
it.
hear support? I have support. Any other
Support.
discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Those opposed, the same. Motion carries. All right, Corey, you may actually have to come to board on Tuesday and defend this, or you may not have to. It depends on, I would suggest maybe having something visual that we can see what the changes you wanted to make. Just some simple graphic. It couldn't
Yeah,
hurt. That's
maybe
my
even a
suggestion.
chart format with the wages and so on.
Yep.
Because you know how complicated Pinecrest is. It's a different type of situation, I think, than you've been in. It's totally different, but again, kudos for being creative, and it'll make it easier for us to explain, to defend you. So yeah, it'd be probably good to be in on the Zoom.
All righty. Any other business? Or motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
Motion to adjourn has, and it's supported. Those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.